Have you ever woken up seconds before your alarm goes off? Like your body just knew exactly when to open its eyes? You're not imagining it. This happens to millions of people, and there's real science behind it. It all comes down to your internal body clock, your circadian rhythm. This is a natural, roughly 24-hour cycle running deep inside your brain in a tiny region called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Think of it as your body's master clock, quietly ticking away, regulating when you feel sleepy and when you feel alert, even without a single glance at a phone or wall clock. Here's the fascinating part. Your body doesn't just follow the clock on your nightstand, it follows habits. If you wake up at the same time every single day, your brain starts to memorize that pattern. Over days and weeks, it begins preparing your body for waking hours and sometimes minutes before the alarm even rings. About an hour before your usual wake-up time, your body starts increasing levels of a hormone called cortisol. This is known scientifically as the Cortisol Awakening Response. Cortisol naturally rises in the early morning to help you feel alert, focused, and ready to get up. In a way, your body is quietly setting its own internal alarm, based purely on repetition and routine. No technology required. There's also your sleep cycle to think about. Throughout the night, you move through different stages of sleep: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep, the stage where most dreaming happens. These stages repeat in cycles lasting around 90 minutes each. As the night goes on, especially in the early morning hours, your sleep becomes progressively lighter. This means you're far more sensitive to sound, light, temperature, and even your own internal sense of time. So if your alarm happens to be set near the end of one of these light sleep phases, your brain may already be hovering close to full wakefulness, making it remarkably easy to wake up naturally, just moments before that alarm actually sounds. And then there's the psychological side of things. Some researchers believe that anticipation and even a touch of mild anxiety about oversleeping can train your brain to stay subtly alert to the passage of time, even while you're fully asleep. If you're worried about missing an important meeting, a flight, or an exam, your brain may partially monitor time in the background, almost like a silent countdown, nudging you awake right on cue. There's actually an interesting historical experiment related to this. Back in the 1990s, sleep researchers tested this exact idea. They told one group of participants they'd be woken up at a certain time, then secretly woke them earlier instead. Even so, many of these participants showed rising cortisol levels right before their expected wake-up time, proof that the body genuinely anticipates and prepares for waking, almost like clockwork. So is waking up before your alarm just a coincidence? Not really. It's the result of several things working together: a well-trained circadian rhythm, precisely timed cortisol release, and the natural rhythm of your sleep cycles lining up with your habitual wake time. Interestingly, this phenomenon is far more common and far more reliable when your sleep schedule stays consistent. If you go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every day, your body becomes incredibly skilled at predicting exactly when to rouse itself. But if your schedule is irregular with different bedtimes and different wake times night after night, this internal alarm system becomes much less dependable. In that case, you'll likely need that external alarm to actually jolt you fully awake. There's a simple takeaway here. Consistency trains your biology. The more regular your sleep routine, the more precise your body's own internal clock becomes, to the point where an alarm clock starts to feel almost unnecessary. So the next time you open your eyes just minutes or even seconds before your alarm rings, know that it isn't magic and it isn't luck. It's your body's biological clock quietly and precisely doing its job in the background, proving that sometimes the most reliable alarm system is the one already built inside you.